Welcome back to Super Sentai Review, episode number 341. I did mention last week we'll discuss the movie that Dekaranger has, which right now I'll discuss next time because I was planning on watching it and I looked at the movie like I can't watch the whole 30-minute break, so basically I say okay, so I get home. This was discussing episodes 26 to 24 to 26. These are 3 standalone episodes. 24 is a Deca Pink episode, where the funny thing with this one is you see Tatsu in Umiko's bath. She's like, "Hey, it's my turn first." Start, and then of course in the episode basically is like, "It's my turn first." And then of course they're called for action, and he walks out with a towel on, and basically her seeing him butt naked and covered in soap. Yeah, and the plot of this one is weird, where we have this guy who takes Takaru hostage. Yeah, and he's got a gravity bomb. And he says, oh yeah, the fact that his son was taken by SPD. Turns out that was a big fat lie. Turns the person who put up this was in fact an alienizer who wanted to evacuate the whole area just so he can just commit a bank robbery. Yep, though, lucky enough, and apparently the alien who kidnapped Takaru, held hostage, he says stuff, but he's complete opposite. It's reverse dialogue, where he says something negative is actually quite it's actually he's saying what the opposite thing. Later on, we have Marina with his son, and he says, "I hate you," calls him crappy son, or I think it was like crappy dad or stupid son, which is opposite what they're actually saying. It's a weird episode. Remind me of like something I ever seen in Star Trek where they did this kind of the same thing. An episode I thought was really kind of boring called Inner Light. Yes, I get people like the episode, but like I watched it, I was so bored. It like the thing is, nothing wrong with the episode when it comes to the performances. It's just the dialogue got me so bored with that one. But that's something else altogether. An okay episode. Not, by the way, Yumiko is a negotiator, which, okay. It's an okay episode, nothing really much about. The problem is feasibility in the episode. Next episode is focused on Shen, where the whole thing of this one is that we have this mecha, this Eve mecha comes from space, and they send out Deca Robo and Deca Bike in his warrior form. Thing does not attack. They go on board the damn thing, which that's interesting. They've never done that before. And they discover Thermos on board, and it's empty. And it turns out was an evil spirit inside of it. Like, and there's this older lady who apparently is close to Shen. At one point later in the episode, she turns into an old man. Like, it's okay on a cute girl, but this, because she's an alien, they treat her, they basically point their guns at her. Forgetting the fact that they don't do that with their own commanding officer, who's also an alien. It's just that she's completely out of nowhere, and of course they're possessing, like this, like everybody being possessed by this guy, this whatever his evil spirit is, and it turns out Bond was possessed by it all along. Like, what? Bond? Okay. They do beat him up, and eventually he's expunged, and then they destroy him, and that's the episode. It's another not that worthy of an episode. 26 is a lot more interesting. Now, when I watched this episode, I'm like, did the writer of this episode also write an episode for Time Range? Because the premise is exactly the same. Where the villain in the episode runs an underground fight club in the same exact location as they did in Time Ranger. And I'm thinking that's probably what they did with this episode, because it felt like they took the episode from Time Ranger and they just changed a few things, but virtually was the same episode, except here's the thing. The villain isn't disguised as the referee, it's the owner. It's obviously the owner, and they do the whole drug element here, or make people like crazy and mutate. At one point they have Takaru. We even have the whole episode focused on Takaru and Hoji. Like the fact that Hoji is like perfect because he's a top scorer. He was top student in the academy. But Takaru is like second best. He's only more. Of course, they go out with him for patrol. And they just sell across as like, okay. Yeah, the whole thing with this episode, it feels like though they just sell us by a complete accident. It wasn't like. I at least appreciate this one does something different. It's not like everybody's at HQ and all of a sudden something happens. It's not Dekaranger. Here they're actually doing something. Going on patrol at the start of the episode. Which, that's what it's supposed to do. And, excuse me. Sorry about that. So, I appreciate the fact of doing something differently. But at least gotta admit, of the 3 episodes, this one's probably the best one. Though it's a carbon copy of Time Ranger. That's literally what it is here. Like Fight Club and it's like virtually the same exact premise as Time Ranger. Oh, by the way, Agent Abba, he's not. Here's the thing about him. In case you're curious, though, is he in the episodes I'm discussing here? He's 24-25. But not in this episode. Nope, not in 26. He's absent. Not even the grunts for this episode, which is kind of weird. The most noteworthy thing episode is the combination with a Robo and Deca bike. Yeah. He used various monsters as patrons in this episode, like Golem from Go-Go 5, Tatsu's armor form from Gal Ranger, Mamora. Oh yeah, and Tatsu dressed up as a woman in this episode, which like, okay. Now in case you're curious though, was he in Power Rangers? As Mysticon. Except that one, he's a magician, not basically a Fight Club owner. But yeah, not much else to say. These episodes are good. And, well, next time definitely will be the movie. But next up is going to be a comic corner. Okay, so please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do not hit the dislike button. Okay, thanks you. Bye.